Good morning to all. I am Dr. P. Mohan, Faculty of MBA, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. Today we are talking about the strategic management, in which the unique topic is called competitive advantage. Before getting to the topic, we need to know about what is competitive advantage. Usually, today's scenario is height of competition. To cope up and to challenge with the rival firms, we need to be somewhat unique in product offerings and our services. If you do so, in the sense, that will be considered as competitive advantage. We are different with our competitor, that is shown our product or our brand or our service unique in the market. When we talk about the competitive advantage, first we look out the meaning of competitive advantage. Simply is defined as anything that a firm does especially well when compared with the rival firms. Here the rival firms means the competitors. Because if any product which is doing well in the market or highly received by the customers in the market, the competition is unavoidable. So, if you do so better than your competitor, then we could withstand in the market and we can overcome the competition in the market. The factors that allow a company to produce goods and services better or more cheaply than its rival firms is also considered as the competitive advantage. For example, we may show our competitive advantage in the way of unique geographical location. That is, our product is available nearly. That is also the competitive advantage. Highly skilled workers, if you have recognized brand images, technologically expertised and excellent customer services. There can be many types of competitive advantage, we could say, which including firm's cost structure, product offerings, distribution network and customer support. So normally, these are the generic building blocks of competitive advantage. So you may ask like that, sir, where we could show our competitive advantage? You might have given a lot of examples. Yeah, I have given a lot of examples. But in 4 areas in which we can show our competitive advantage, one is by the way of offering the superior quality, superior customer services, superior innovation and superior efficiency. I repeat, superior quality, superior customer services, superior innovation and superior efficiency. Through these 4 areas in which we can show our competitive advantage by offering the product at low cost and product differentiation. We look at each and every the competitive advantage factors, that is generic building blocks with examples. I would like to take the example of Apple iPhone. We talk about the superior quality. The people are preferred to buy the Apple iPhone, that is called iPhone, because of its super strong material and water resistance, make the iPhone incredible durable. That is their competitive advantage when we talk about the quality, through which they compete with the competitors. Though its price is so high, the people preferring the iPhone because of its quality. So by the way, they showing their competitive advantage and lead in the market. Second, superior innovation. Through the another building block, superior generic building block, superior innovation. I would like to say the example of iPhone once again. See, majority of the smartphones are using the Android OS, but Apple, they are designing their own OS, that is the iOS. That automatic iOS updates deliver new features and security enhancement, through which they compete their market, because such software, iOS, will not allow any virus into the Apple phone. That's a uniqueness in their product. So through this superior innovation, they are competing with the market. Next, superior customer services is another way in which you can compete with the market. You can show your competitive advantage. I would like to take the example of Triumph motorcycle. It's an international brand. They introduced the roadside assistance by the way of customer service. Their excellent service on delivery, after-sale services, Triumph motorcycle road assistance cover leaves you safe in the knowledge that you will never be left stranded. That is, they take care of you as well as your motorbike when you will have the breakdown in the roadsides. So, through which also you can show your competitive advantage. The fourth one, superior efficiency. That is the point at which a business or economy is producing at its maximum output level without wasting resources. Here we talk about the administration aspects by showing the efficiency in management. Where the TVS Motors is the best example for where their efficiency level is high, more than 90% in each and every manufacturing of every product. So they are minimizing the wastages through which they can minimizing the cost. This is another way in which you can compete with the competitors. Now, I have to give little bit example and explanation about core competencies. Say we have a doubt. What is the core competence? A core competence is which is difficult for competitors to imitate. I repeat, which is difficult for competitors to imitate. That is your core competencies. For that I could show two examples. One is the Honda, another one is Sony. In Honda, they are market leader in two-wheeler engines. Designing and manufacturing engines, they are market leader. The smoothness you might have experienced. Next to Sony, this is a core competence that is called miniature. There is miniaturization is the uniqueness of the Sony company. So Honda core competence is designing and manufacturing engines, and Sony has the core competence in miniaturization. Next I can talk about the distinctive competencies. Already we discussed. I want to be distinct. Form specific strength that allow a company to differentiate its product and achieve sustainability lower cost than its rival firm and thus gain a competitive advantage is called a distinctive competencies. Already we discussed quality, innovation, customer service and efficiency. Through this area we can show our distinctive competencies. So when we talk about the competitive advantage, we cannot avoid talk about the Michael Porter's 5 force model. What it says, these competitive forces are strong. The company must be strong enough in competitive advantage, otherwise they cannot survive and sustain in the market. So if these 5 forces are very strong enough in the sense, the company cannot withstand in the market. At least they need to strengthen their competitive advantage for sustainability. What are they? So Michael Porter has beautifully identified 5 forces. One is potential entrance. The second one is bargaining power of the buyers. The third one, threatening of the substitute products. The fourth one, bargaining power of the suppliers. And the fifth one, rivalry among the existing firms. If these 5 forces are strong, which restricts the established companies to raise prices and earn greater profits. The strong competitive forces can be regarded as the threatening to the depresses profit. A weak competitive these forces can be viewed as the opportunity for the company. It allows a company to earn greater profit. I explain one by one. Potential entrance. See, if you are doing well in a particular product or brand or particular services, in the sense, new entrance is avoidable. It's unavoidable, because if you are earning profit, others will look over there. They like to enter into the new market. So, if you have more new entrants, in the sense, that will be a threatening for you. Next, bargaining power of the buyers. If any product having more number of buyers, the buyer will demand and dictate you. So we need to cope up with the buyers. If you want to satisfy the buyers, in the sense, we need to have some competitive advantage. Next, substitutes. The third one, substitute. If a product have more substitutes, for example, if feel thirst, we need to have water. In such cases, it can be solved by thunder coconut or soft drink, or otherwise some other drinks which is available in the market when we feel thirst. One day they asked the Coca-Cola company, who are all your competitors? Immediately they said, a person who feels thirst, instead of thinking the water, he has to think about the Coca-Cola. That is the way in which they marketed the product. So if the substitutes are more, in the sense, for example, if I feel hungry, I have number of way in which can take the food. See, a lot of food items are available. If substitutes are more, in the sense, we need to show some uniqueness in our offerings, then only we could lead in the market. The fourth one, suppliers. If the suppliers are more, or if the suppliers are less, we can say suppliers are less, in the sense, we are somewhat unique, otherwise the suppliers' bargaining power will be dominating. The fifth one, rivalry among the existing firms. If the high competition, if you are not having any competitive advantage with us, in the sense, it is difficult to sustain the market. So according to Michael Porter's 5 forces, if these 5 forces are very strong enough, we cannot raise our profit and we cannot reduce our cost. Increase our prices. So in the two ways in which we can implement the competitive advantage, one is, if we have a similar product, we could offer it at lower cost. Our product is similar to others. If you are offering at lower cost, or otherwise, if you have to show differentiation in your product. So these two approaches, there are two main type of competitive advantage approaches through which we may have the competitive advantage. When we talk about the competitive advantage, I would like to talk about the BCG matrix. The BCG founder, Bruce Alderson, has beautifully designed this one, the BCG matrix. Many of you are asking that why I have to correlate such BCG matrix with the competitive advantage. I will explain you. In the BCG matrix, in the y-axis we have the market growth rate, in the x-axis we have the market share. The dots which you can see, the circles, which are the business units of a particular company. For example, it's an ITC company, In an ITC company, they may have the different business units, stationaries, cigarettes, biscuits, and household items, and hotels, like that. Assume that these are the business units of a particular company, particular industry, like that's ITC, for example. The circle, the size of the circle denotes the market share of the company in the market. If the circle is big one, in the sense, the company in that particular business unit, they are dominated in the market. If the circle is very small, in the sense, the particular company's market share is so meager in the particular industry. So now let me explain the BCG matrix. There are 4 columns are there, where stars, question marks, ducks, cash cows. In the cash cows, market's growth rate is low, but relative market share is high. In the stores, the space where market growth rate of the particular business unit is high, as well as the market share of the business unit is also high. Where in the question mark, the market growth rate is low, market share is low, the market growth rate is high. That is, the product growth rate is high, the particular company market share is low. It's a question mark. When we in the talk, both the market growth rate for the particular product is very low, the market share of the particular company is also low. Now, assume that if you are in dog, our product which is in dogs, but I would like to bring my product to the stores. What I want to do? You may ask, sir, we are in dog, the particular growth rate for the product and the market share is not appreciable. Why we want to go to the stores? Some products cannot be avoidable, cannot be withdrawn from the market, even though the product is not huge demand, not having huge demand, but we need to have such product in the market, because in future we may have such demand. Based on that assumption, we need to withstand the market and we should not withdraw such product. At that time, what we want to do to make the product or bring the product to the market stores, in the sense, I want to increase the growth rate as well as I want to increase the market share of my product. What I want to do in the sense, I have to introduce certain competitive advantage, what I discussed, the 4-1 no, which we discussed: innovation, customer service, quality, as well as efficiency in management. In any of these 4 areas in which if you inculcate such competitive advantage, we may gradually get into the product into the stores, because I don't want to lose such product, I don't like to withdraw such product. The product is first. You assume that is communication device, the pager. One day, because any product which you have chosen, it is unavoidable to reach us as we know the product life cycle, it reaches the declining stage. At the time, by introducing new features, we may have to bring the product into the topper level. So again, we have to start with the introduction. By adding new features or offering the product at the cheapest rate, or by introducing the high quality or management efficiency, we may bring the product gradually from cash cow to question mark to then reaching the stores. Next, I would like to talk about sources of distinctive competitiveness. Where we can develop our competitive advantage. One from resources, another from capabilities. If we have the strong resources, as we said, land, building, plant, machinery, 4 M's. If we are so strong enough in our resources, we may get our competitive advantage. Another one is capabilities. See, mere having the resources is not at all sufficient. We need to have capability to use such resources. Otherwise, we cannot gain the competitive advantage. So these 2 things are sources of competitive advantage. Next, I am talking about the durability. So how long the competitive advantage can be sustainable? There are 3 things which you need to concentrate to sustain of the competitive advantage. One is barrier to imitation. If it is difficult for competitors to copy a company's distinctive competencies, greater will be the durability of your competitive advantage. That is, if until they are imitating your product, you have the strong competitive advantage. You have the durability of your competitive advantage. Next, capability of the competitors. Strength of the capability of the competitors will decide your durability of competitive advantage. If they are weak in the sense, until our durability will be withstand. Yes, dynamism of the industry. Dynamic industries are characterized by high rate of innovation and fast changing in nature. In such industries, product life cycle will be shorter and competitive advantage will not last for long time. We take some. Next, so I am talking about the sustained competitive advantage. A firm can source of competitive advantage for only a certain period because the rival firms imitate and copy the successful firms, as we discussed in the last slide, leading to the original firm losing its sources of competitive advantage over the long term. Hence, it is imperative for firms to develop nature sustained competitive advantage. So sustainability is more important in competitive advantage, as because we need to go for maintain our competitive advantage. So my dear friends and students, the competitive advantage is most thing which we need to have in our industry life and competitive world. So I thank you all for this great opportunity. I meet you in the next slide, next topic. Thank you. Thank you.